I've been in sales and led sales teams for almost 20 years. And one of the challenges I've always heard from even the best performers is that there just aren't enough hours in the day. Time management is this elusive term that no one ever seems to be able to wrap their arms around for too long. What I've learned personally is that it's not about time at all. Look around you, there's high-performing people everywhere that all have the same 24 hours in their day as you do. So what are they doing that others aren't? Well, for starters, they don't view it as time management, they see it as priority management. And priorities are very different. Those are the things in your life that we all defer to before we get to all the other stuff. Whether you realize it or not, you've set priorities already in how you spend your time. If your family is important to you, for instance, you find time for them. If your own personal health and fitness is important to you, guess what? Somehow you make it to the gym even when your boss drops a last-minute assignment on your desk at 5 o'clock. We all improvise and find time for things that we value. So what do you value? Start aligning your calendar with what's important in your life by making a list. The list should start by scheduling time for you. And whatever it is in your life that keeps you sane and makes you happy, that's where you begin. Keeps your head on straight. For me, it's the 1 hour I spend with my 2-year-old son at 7 o'clock every morning. For others, it may be a 10 a.m. yoga class, it may be getting out on the golf course once a week. Whatever it is for you, schedule it. From there, consider the relationships in your life that are most important. Whether it's your significant other, your kids, your parents, brothers, sisters, your best girlfriend that you have martinis with on Thursday, or who you go fishing with, whoever is important in your life, make time for them and do it in advance can keep your commitments most importantly. Next, define the critical things that you should spend time on in your career. If you're in a job with a structured role and hours, this can be challenging oftentimes. Figure out the highest return activities to spend your time on. And hopefully these are aligned with your goals, whether it's a promotion, achieving sales targets, whatever it is, work backwards from there. Start with the end in mind. Too many people start in the complete opposite methodology, which is starting with the most mundane activities, pushing paper from one side of their desk to another, and they get around to making phone calls or other high-value activities if and when they have time. Well, successful people don't do it that way. They do it completely opposite. They start with the important stuff, and if they get around to it, they can get to the mundane stuff. Hopefully, they may not get to that at all. Finally, it's equally as important to learn what not to spend your time on. Learn how to say no. Don't spend time with people who drain your energy level and bring you down. That's an important one. Surround yourself with the right people in your life and you'll grow as a person and in your career. Spend your time on activities that align with your goals. Don't spend time on things that don't, simply to please someone else. The theme here is control. If you're not in control of your schedule, someone else is. And there's no room at the top of the food chain for those who live in a reactive state.